Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the AJAWI family. I'm Dre.
And I'm Kara.
Welcome guys. So today I want to ask my beautiful wife a question, right? And the question is, what do you think about Kevin Samuels, right? I want to give my view, and I want to, in particular, I want to ask, do you think that he really cared about women overall? And what do you think about his message? What do you think his message was? Right? Because I think that, you know, everybody in life has a mission, right? And sometimes God will, I wouldn't say, well, God knows when to call us home. God's time is the best time, right? And sometimes when we deliver our message that God intended for us, he takes us at that time because, you know, the message that was supposed to be delivered has been delivered, right? So that's really what this video is about, our reaction in relation to Kevin Samuels. Alright, so before we get into this video, we want to give you that drop of Jesus. Alright, so Kara's gonna take it away with a drop of Jesus.
Okay, so this verse is from Genesis 2 verse 7. Yahweh God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
Amen. Amen. So, what do you think? What do you think about Kevin Samuel's message? Right? What do you think about it? Do you think he hated women?
I don't think he hated women. I think his approach was harsh towards women, and so like the way the words he used might be the problem, because he was kind of harsh in bringing his message across. And so I think that's why women haven't been really accepting his message, or modern women is the term, haven't really accepted the things that he has been saying, because they're missing the message because of the words that he's using and the harshness. But I don't think anything is wrong with it. He made his own platform. He didn't force us to watch. He just put the information out there, and if you want to watch, you watch. And if you want to call in, you call in.
True.
But I do think that he had some good views, like, since it's from a male's perspective, he's just saying like what men want, really. And that modern women don't really offer exactly what a man would want, like in a traditional woman. I believe, like you say, like the values, but the way he brought it across was harsh, and he probably used the wrong words, and so it's not really entering the woman's mind.
I think he used the right words, really and truly. I don't have a problem with the message at all. The delivery was.
Are you a man?
Huh? Because I'm a man. Here's the thing. Here's how I look at it. When you were younger and you did something wrong, right? Did your mom ever scold you, or your parents scold you, right?
Yeah.
And you cried, and you still love them, right? Still love your parents, even though they scolded you. Here's the thing. Does the parents scolding you mean that they love you less? Aren't they scolding you because they love you?
In some situations, yes.
Maybe in some situation.
Love them for me.
I'm saying a parent who, alright, let's narrow it down. A parent who loves their child and scold the child, does that mean that they love the child less? No. The thing, I think Kevin Samuels absolutely loved black women, and that is why he decided, I believe that's why he decided to really pass on that message that he had, right? The thing is that when we are wrong about something, it becomes painful when somebody else tells us that we are wrong, right? So you come in to tell somebody that, hey, what you're doing is wrong, when they're stuck in their ways, it's gonna become a problem.
Yes, but there are times when he uses little like sound effects and stuff, and use kind of terms that aren't necessary.
But I think they are necessary.
Like when
like what?
they're older women who are leftovers. Yes, they're leftovers.
But
you don't say it. That's something you
so
keep
what's
in
wrong
your
with
head.
saying it?
Something you keep in your head, and you just don't say it.
Why not?
Because it can't come off as disrespectful.
No, but why is it? All right. If you have this high standard and you are making these demands of somebody, right? You're making these demands. You're not settling, and then you know in and of yourself that, hey, I personally don't measure up to somebody who should have these high standards. If I call you out on it, it's just the reality of it.
Yeah, but like think of when you go to a counselor. When you go to a counselor, the counselor calls it out. But they don't go, oh, you modern woman, you see what I'm talking about, guys? I can't make this up. That's his approach.
Yeah, but
a counselor or someone who wants to make sure that you don't get hurt along the way and run away
that's
from
not
the
his
advice.
job. That's not his job. His job is not to butter you up and tell you nice things
But
to make you feel good.
What happens to the message? The message gets discarded because
no, the message is valid. No, the message is still valid. If 1 + 1 = 2, it doesn't matter if the 2 is dirty. It doesn't matter if the 1 is dirty and the 2 is clean. 1 + 1 = 2. Right? The problem is we like to be told things nicely. Everybody likes to be told things nicely.
Yeah, but if you don't get told something nicely, it can come off as disrespectful.
To who?
To the person where you bringing the message to.
But is the message being delivered? If I tell you that, if somebody is a douchebag and I just come and tell you, oh, you know that you're kind of a douchebag.
That's actually a better approach.
What? You're not going to change.
You're using a calm voice.
No, you're not going to change. Alright, look on it. If somebody step on your toe every single day, right? Somebody come in your house, stomp on your toes, and you're like, you just stomped on my toe, you know.
This is what's gonna happen next time it happens. I'm gonna shut you up.
No. Alright. I'm gonna lock you out the house next time. Here. And you're no longer allowed in my house next time. Alright. Come back to you. Stamp on your toe again.
If I lock them out, they will come back to me.
But you not gonna lock the door.
What?
Him come and say, I'm sorry. I appreciate that.
Forgiven. Goodbye.
Alright. You come back in your house again and stamp on your toe. What you say after that?
So if you're cussing now, we're not gonna come back and stamp on your toe anyway.
You come in, you stamp on your toe and you say again, you just stamped on my toe, you know. I'm say, oh, I'm sorry. The third time you come and stamp on your toe and you say, my youth, you see if you stamp on my toe one more time, make a chop off your foot. You think you might do it again?
Oh, chop off if we're reaching at this now.
It's just the reality. If you tell the person,
So how is this related to Kevin Samuels?
the point is, the message was delivered in two different ways. One is more effective than the other. What he's saying
How is it effective if they're quote unquote celebrating that he's dead now?
Who are celebrating that he's dead now? Are these women who are marriageable?
I doubt it. I don't know.
You doubt it. Do you think the people that are celebrating this person's death are women that men would go into a relationship with and have a decent relationship with, who would overall see to the growth of their family? Do you think that somebody
No.
who is celebrating somebody's death
Somebody celebrating someone's dead overall. No.
These are not people who you are going to find are in a good relationship, a respectable relationship that is going somewhere in life. They are not the persons who are celebrating his death. The ones who are celebrating his death are the ones who can't find a man, not gonna deal with a man, and them just bitter. That's just the reality. But even his message for men personally, I respected him and appreciated him, right? This is the reason why I respected him and appreciated him. Before, right, I would have felt some type of way to tell a woman that, yo, I'm not dating you because you have a child and you have, baggage. I would have felt bad about it. But I found that listening to him and reasoning about what he's saying, I realized that nothing is wrong with that.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. It makes sense because he does talk about how grandparents were able to have marriage lasting how many years, and now in recent times people can't get it right.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened
Along that line.
makes sense, but he's just a bit harsh. That's why they come on there fighting and cussing about why are you saying this and why are you saying that.
Yeah, but why?
Because of the
but
words he's
hold
using.
on.
But he does make sense.
Yeah, he makes sense. He did not, at no point I saw, he disrespected a woman who humbled herself and came to him right. I never saw it.
Because everybody that comes to him comes to him with.
No, not everybody. I saw
I
him.
see like two people who don't come on there. Cause
No, that's not true. I saw a lot of people come on there, a lot of women who humbled themselves and took advice. Right? Took advice. And I saw a lot of women who were respectful, decent, respectful women, even though they were not in a relationship. They were open to learning, and they seem humble. Right? A lot of times men are turned off by simply how women present themselves, and basically that's the message overall is, yo, you need to humble yourself, you need to put your hat where you can't reach it, right, and come down off this high horse that you're on, because at the end of the day you're going to end up in a bad situation, right? Bad situation at the end of the day. And to think that somebody who gave so much to the black community, the women in particular, right? He gave. A lot of women think that it is the men that he's picking up for, not realizing that his message was more for women, for them to get to a position where they can create a decent family. The message was for women. He was defending women.
I get that. Because he basically was talking from a view of, hey, this is what works.
Yeah, this is what works for men. So when they think that he's coming on there and he's pro man and
it's just that he refers to them sometimes, like a woman would come on there and then tell them story and them do foolishness in them life. Because there are women that come on there and talk about, let's say they were high school sweethearts, they never married, them have a child, him start to do things where they not like, them
separate,
left, them go back to them and have them second child and them change, and then 2 weeks down the line them never really change, and that's foolishness. That's foolishness, sorry.
Yeah.
And that's like, people may that's a really long and big mistake made multiple times. But the way he approaches it is that he says you're an idiot.
Yeah.
While people would actually rather they say, okay, you made these mistakes, don't do it again.
Yeah, but hold on.
His approach is like,
the
really, woman.
No, hold on. Stick up in this. Don't you think there are a lot of people in their lives who are telling them, oh, you've made these mistakes, don't make them again? You don't think that a lot of people in them life have said that?
Yeah, but if you hear from the right person.
No, me can't agree with that. Me can't agree with that.
He's a professional.
Because when I know, if everybody in your life I tell you say, yo, Tom no good for you, you know. You know, sister, Tom is no good, right? Everybody in a probably in our life I tell her, I say, yo, Tom a idiot, left Tom alone. There's nobody in our life where I tell her, I say, yo, you're idiot, you know. You are the idiot because you are make the decision to go back to the man. There's nobody telling her that, right? And then she's constantly putting the blame on somebody else, when really and truly she's the one that's the problem. Tom will be Tom regardless of what you do. So if Tom is a player and him go sleep around, him just go sleep around, right? That's what Tom wants, and that's fine with Tom. But you, as the person who is making the decision to be with Tom every day, are you the idiot? Because Tom don't make up his mind. Tom know him. Tom sensible. Because Tom know him. But you, the idiot, sit down there, don't know what you want, and you keep going back to somebody doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Are you the idiot? And it's just that him call it for what it is. That's the reality of it, right? I personally, I believe that if women were to forget about the emotional aspect behind it and listen to the message, they would change their life. Black women will change their life, as in you'd have more well put together family, right? I think it would drastically change the black race overall if
less single mothers, less single mothers,
less incarceration, more wealth. It's straight across the board. If you remember, you have to have a good foundation to do anything in life, If you don't have a good foundation, and that's what he was trying to fix, right? I think, and this is a long shot, I think he's up there with Malcolm X, Martin Luther. Why? Malcolm X and Martin Luther King came about saying, I want other people to give me my freedom. I'm going to love you for you to give me my freedom. Malcolm X said, if you step on my toe, I'm going to do something in reaction to that. Right? Kevin Samuel's message was, fix the black family. You are for me, I am for you. Let us work together. Right? Let us be together as black people. Love each other, respect each other, create a home that generationally will grow. Therefore, we are now fixing us instead of asking other people to fix us. And then let us move forward. That's what I think his message was. Let us focus on fixing us, respecting each other, loving each other, not having unrealistic expectations, not coming in trying to take and not give, not using each other, right? Me coming expecting that you're going to be a submissive wife when I have nothing to offer you as a woman, and you coming in expecting that I'm going to offer you everything while you offer nothing, right? And moving from that position into a position where both of us understand ourselves and move forward to create a society where young men are men, young women are women, and young men are taught to be young men, and young women are taught to be young women, right? And when I say young men are taught to be young men, I'm talking about they are taught to be husbands, while young women are taught to be wives. That's what I think. What do you think about that? Agree, disagree?
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. All right, so that's our view on Kevin Samuels. It's a pity that God called him home at that time, but God's time is the best. So I don't want to be insensitive. So condolences to his family, right?
Yeah.
And to him, wherever he is now, the message has been received, right? It's there. You delivered your message, and I know I have heard the message. Have you heard the message? Yeah. So we heard the message. We personally, we actually learned a lot from him, and I personally think that it has made my relationship better. Right? Yeah, I personally think that it has made my relationship better. And yeah, I hope it has it in any way impacted you.
I remember 3 things. If I don't remember nothing else, your husband wants food, sex, and peace of mind.
True. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's all of you guys. I hope that you have learned something from Kevin Samuels. I know we have. So. You the boss. You the baby. You the queen. Mwah. Love it. Peace out, guys. See you next time. Remember, hit the like,
Hit the subscribe button.
hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we
Post
make
another
videos.
video.
Just like this one. See you guys. See you later.